Hello, how is it going? We are checking on some technical difficulties right now, so if you can just bear with. All right. Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us for Startup Sharp with the Augusta Library. We are live from our headquarters branch right now. My name is Leah Holloway. I'm the Public Relations Assistant here at the library, and I'll be navigating you through this webinar today. You're probably wondering what Startup Sharp is. Well, Startup Sharp will consist of 4 live webinars that we will stream from our Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube channels every Monday at 5:30 p.m. for the next few weeks. These webinars will focus on the steps that you need to take when getting your startup business going from home. At the end of each episode, we will hold a Q&A with a business professional that's from the Augusta area. Today's guest will be Assistant Professor Dr. Manisha Mathur of the James M. Hull College of Business at Augusta University. To participate in the Q&A, you will need to write your questions in the comment boxes below. So there should be a comment box at the bottom of YouTube, there should be one at the bottom of Twitter, and one at the bottom of Facebook. Just write down any questions that you have, and we will try to answer all of your questions accordingly. Small businesses offer a one-of-a-kind product and service. These unique items and character to local communities and inspire interest in customers. Neighborhood businesses that sell original goods keep money filtering in through local economies. Circulating money within the same community helps that community thrive. According to statistics pulled from the Small Business Administration's Office of Advocacy, there are over 30 million small businesses in the country. Small businesses cover 99.9% of the United States. With that being said, every small business starts with a plan. And that is what we will be discussing today. A marketing plan is an essential tool for individuals wanting to start their own business. Developing a plan will help you think about what makes your business unique and how to get the message out to desired audiences through a variety of channels. As you plan for other aspects of your business, such as inventory, production, and billing, thinking ahead about your marketing efforts is the key to staying competitive. Your business will run more smoothly and your efforts are more likely to pay off. Many of you already know your business plan and you know exactly how you want it to go. I just want to back up a little bit and go to the very beginning for those who haven't taken that very first step. Your marketing plan is a map to guide you toward your goals. Sorry, you guys, excuse me. Your marketing plan is a map to guide you toward your goals, one that will get you there on time and with minimum stress. A plan will help you coordinate your efforts and be proactive. With it, you are more likely to be realistic about your time and energy. A plan will help you stay organized and on track throughout the year. Your marketing is more likely to get done when you take the time to identify what you want to do and when you want to do it. When brainstorming business ideas, you should ask yourself these 3 questions. How do I know if this is a good idea? What steps can I take to come up with a great idea? And how do I find a market for my idea? Problem solving. Take a look at the world around you. What problems aren't being solved? Do you have any problems? What problems do you have in your life that haven't been solved? Some business ideas are great and some may not be as great as others. Some ideas may be okay in the beginning, but then they can develop into something that's really great. A good business idea blends your skills and passions to address unsolved problems. The key is to recognizing what would be a good fit for your market. Reflect on yourself. Think about what skills you have and what you're passionate about. Access what you're knowledgeable about and how it can be applied to your potential business idea. Skills. Consider how you can use the skills that you already have to solve these problems in a way that taps into your passions. What can you bring to the table? If you want your business to become a success, you'll need to take a look at what strengths you have to offer. Take the time to think about what skill sets you have that also already exist. This is probably one of the most important things that you need to bring to the table is to do your research. Competitive research can help you understand not just your competitor, but your industry and your brand as well. It will improve your marketing by helping you understand your customers, why they choose to buy from you or another competitor, or how competition markets their own products. Create a spreadsheet to keep track of your competitors and their position in your industry. Figure out if you're going up against a direct competitor or an indirect competitor. And for those of you who don't know, direct competitors are targeting the same customer base that you're targeting. They are solving the same problem that you are trying to solve, and they are selling a similar product or service. Indirect competitors may sell something similar to your product or service, but target a different audience. Or they may target your same customer base, but have a slightly different product or service. Analyze your competition by acting and thinking like their customers. Look into your competitors' content. What would you want if you were buying their product? A good place to start would be their company website. Visit as customers to see what kind of content they are publishing or what is available for purchase. Is there anything that you like or dislike about their products, or is there anything that you don't like about navigating their webpage? Do you understand their product and the service that they're offering? Are they advertising their product through social media? And if so, how? You are going to want to pay very close attention to anything your competitor is doing well at. This can give you a better idea of where to focus your energy and resources when starting your own business. Writing your plan. By writing down your plan, you'll get a better sense of your business. Know what steps you need to take to succeed and inspire confidence in current and potential stakeholders. Your written plan should include details of your business, product or service, organizational structure, industry, competitors, marketing and sales strategies, funding needs, and financial information. I'm sure this list seems like it's a lot, and some of you probably have a lot of questions. And if you're wondering where to find more information about everything that I've just talked about right now, you will be able to do this through the Google app called Primer. Now, Primer is a free mobile app from Google that offers quick, easy to understand lessons for business owners or people who are getting started with their own business or people who are looking to grow their own business and digital marketing skills. All of the information I've just shared with you today has come from individual lessons in the Primer app. It's a very easy app, and it's easy to navigate, and all you have to do is just simply download from your Google Play Store or your Apple Store. And we're going to use this little example from my phone, and we're going to, where that little green flag is the Primer app. And we're going to go into it right now just to kind of give you an idea of what it's like. So this is the home page in Primer. You can see up there at the top, you can search for any lessons or skills. So anything that you have questions about, you can search up there. This sidebar shows you different categories like brand identity, marketing, and measurements. It shows you different things like email marketing, social media, analytics and insights for you to measure just how many people are paying attention to your business. If you go up in the search bar, we're actually going to look into research, since we were talking about researching competitors. And you can see below that there are multiple lessons that you can use that are about research that are here in Primer. You can even see, find a business idea that's right for you for those who are just starting off. And we're going to go into the find out what your competition can teach you. So I had already done this lesson. At the beginning of every lesson, they give you some questions that they will answer for you. So here are the 3 questions here. And as you go forward, what they do is they usually set you up with a scenario. So imagine there's a milk brand called Mel Milk. Mel Milk, they'll naturally look at any other major milk producers in their area. So they kind of give you like these ideas that they set you up with. And they give you these lessons that you can do. But we're actually at the bottom. If you want to skip the activity, you can. I recommend that you do it, but we're just going to skip it right now. Just to move forward and just to kind of show you a little bit more of the lesson, just to kind of give you an idea of how to navigate Primer. So it's a very convenient app. You can see it tells you how to get organized, and getting organized is the first step in competitive research. And it talks about the entries and what they should include. It's a very helpful app to get you organized in what you would like to do with your new business. And towards the end of the lesson, they usually will give you some things that you can take away from the lesson. So you can see the 3 takeaways right there. But this is a very convenient, very easy to use app that you can download in your Apple Store or from your Google Play Store. And now we are coming towards the end of our show. And this is where we are going to have the Q&A for you, the audience. So again, if you have any questions for our Q&A, you will be able to answer those below. And we are going to get connected now with our special guest. And that is, hello, how are you
doing? Hello, everyone. How are you all doing?
We're doing very well. Thank you, Mathur, for coming on and talking with us today. I hope you're doing well. While we wait for some of the questions to come through, I just wanted you to, tell us just a little bit about yourself.
Sure. Well, as you know, I'm Dr. Manisha Mathur. I'm a professor of marketing at the James M. Hull College of Business at Augusta University. I have a PhD in marketing and an MBA. I have worked with companies like Kellogg's and AutoZone. I have worked with small businesses through my experience at the Small Business Development Center. And I've always been interested in exploring connections among people, brands, and businesses. So while working with the Small Business Development Center, I was passionate about helping businesses grow. And in that endeavor, I was very much interested in researching and investigating how to help businesses. So I did my PhD, and then I decided to teach, as it has more of an impact on businesses as students go to work for companies as professional marketers or have their own startups. So the courses I teach require students to create and develop marketing plans. So I have taught students at both undergraduate and graduate level, at the MBA level as well, and I enjoy teaching and helping students. I published my work in the area of marketing in top peer-reviewed journals in the areas of digital marketing, marketing management, to be very precise. And I study businesses. It helps me to, advance the area of marketing, but also to use my knowledge and expertise in marketing to offer practical guidance to businesses through my articles. So that's all about me. So if there's any question that I can answer, I'll be very happy to do that.
That is amazing. That is quite a list of things that you have done. That is great. Now, I do actually have a question for you. Just with everything going on right now with the pandemic and a lot of people being at home, would you say that this is the perfect time to get a startup business going?
I understand the current pandemic situation is pretty unfortunate. It is a good time to start a business, but with caution. In fact, it should give certain level of competitive advantages to the startups because now the businesses know what the potential customers are expecting in terms of how you can serve them. And this new idea of how you can start a new business as a new entrepreneur, you have the awareness of the needs of employees as well as the needs of your potential customers. So this now starting a new company will put you at an advantage during these times. So because small businesses can actually, step in where bigger companies cannot necessarily fill the gaps. Think about food delivery services. Now, in the recent times, there is an excellent example of Eat and Gauge, which provide a fascinating business model of engaging and incentivizing remote meeting attendees. So they have this unique platform where you can order meals while you are, presenting a webinar like this one, and you can engage audience while they are dining and they are listening to your presentation. So I do believe that this is a good time to start, but you need to be very careful of understanding what the current marketing situation is. As you know, most businesses are shifting towards online retailing. So if the new startup has the capabilities of e-commerce, then it would be a great time to have a startup. Then there are certain businesses that are doing pretty good, particularly in the healthcare, cybersecurity, and online selling. So having a startup, you need to be pretty flexible, nimble, be innovative, make the best out of the opportunity that you can find in the current marketplace. So if you're thinking about starting a business, then you will have to understand what the customers are currently going through. So having operations efficiency, low cost advantage, these are certain things that you might have to think about. So choose a low investment business to begin with. If you would like to start your business from home, that would be great. If you would like to purchase equipment, you need certain kind of equipment, supplies, then buy them used. If you would like to meet with your suppliers or distributors, use virtual meeting software. But at the same time, if you have a job, I would encourage everyone to not quit their job, but start your business as a part-time venture. If you need to hire people, use independent contractors instead of hiring staff. To promote your business, you might take advantage of low-cost marketing methods like social media, you have digital marketing. All of those things will really help you. You may have a couple of great ideas that you would like to start. So you might want to focus on the one that is very easy and fast and that pays you and provides you with a positive cash flow from the very outset. So in being agile and nimble is very important. So understanding the new normal, understanding how people are communicating, how people are buying online, how they are receiving their groceries, all of that will help you to integrate that information in your business model and take advantage of the current situation. And there are certain changes in the workplace environment as well. People are now engaging in more of remote working. There are virtual meeting softwares that will help you to meet with your potential suppliers, distributors, that will help you to save money and time. Those are two precious resources if you are a new startup. Then if you're looking for new talent, there are so many people out there and some of them are out of work. So you might want to take advantage of that great talent pool to choose from. And people are seeking employment opportunities from those businesses that provide them with safe work environment. They would like to, again, engage in social distancing. So they would prefer fewer and less number of in-person meetings and less business travel. So think about those things that are happening in the current environment and see if you can leverage that situation and help you to achieve a competitive advantage in the current situation.
Right. Thank you. We have a question from April, and she would like to know she is starting her own business, and she asked, what is the best and most expensive way to advertise?
Could you please repeat the question? I couldn't get the video quality, the audio quality was not really great at this moment.
Yes. April Freeman is starting her own business, and she wants to know the most inexpensive way to advertise.
Could you please repeat? It's still not working.
Can you hear me right now?
I can hear some of your sentences. I couldn't get the name and the question.
Okay, the name is April Freeman, and the question is, what is the best and most inexpensive way to advertise?
All right. So what is the best way and inexpensive way to advertise, right? Is that the question?
Yes.
Great. That's an interesting question, particularly when we have several ways by which we can reach our audiences via different online platforms. So you might want to think in terms of creating a Facebook page, coming up with a Twitter page where you communicate your excellent offerings to your customers. You can also use different online blogs that are available where people talk about your products and they connect your products and your company's website on their blogs. So they can provide those links on their blogs. Then if you have capital, then you might want to engage in online advertising. So these are some of the options, but the cost-effective way would be to begin with a Facebook page and try to connect with the people who are interested in similar products or services that you're offering. So that would be the place to begin, but don't just limit yourself to Facebook, Twitter. So these are some inexpensive ways to come up with your own website and try to provide information on your website that your potential customers might be looking for. So when we begin thinking about advertising, now we need to step back a little bit and we need to think, who are the audiences? Who are the people whom we are interested in? Who are the people who would be interested in buying from you? So what is in it there for them that you're offering? So thinking about your unique value proposition would help you to communicate that via your website, your Facebook page, coming up with great taglines for your business that will catch the attention of the audience, come up with great visuals that can garner more likes on, say, Facebook and Instagram. And be creative, be imaginative. Come up with a YouTube video. So there is an excellent example that you might learn from, and you might have heard of Blendtec blenders. So this is a company that sells blenders, and it's a high-end blender, and it's expensive. And what did the company CEO did? They just came up with their in-house short YouTube videos. And in those videos, they showed how the robustness and the strength of their blenders. And in those videos, they showed people how they are pulverizing anything from gold balls to iPads to iPhones. And those short video clips had the same kind of script throughout. And those video clips were found to be so engaging to consumers that they started sharing those videos amongst the people in their network. And those videos went viral. And you might not believe, as a result of those viral videos, their sales went up by 700% for the next consecutive year. So be creative, be imaginative, be authentic, communicate what exactly you are and what is in it there for the customers. Why should they buy from you, not from the competition? And what are the benefits that you're providing to the customers? Try to communicate that in all of your communications. So these are excellent examples by which you can begin and leverage your networks, your social networks, your friends, your community, and try to reach out to your community. And I'm sure you will reach out to many people through your social networking and through social media.
All right, great. I hope I answered your question, April. And the next question is from Zanaya Phillips. What are some common marketing mistakes people make when they are first starting their business?
Yes, that's again a wonderful question. There are several mistakes when we are talking about marketing. We are so invested in our product. We believe it's a wonderful product and everybody should buy it. And I'm sure everybody should buy it. I agree with you when you're right. But that's not usually happening in the marketplace. We're all different. Even if you go to a restaurant with your friends are going to order different meals, different drinks. So we're all different, even though we have similar tastes and preferences. We still are distinct and we have unique personalities and unique attitudes and opinions. So keep in mind about all those differences within the customers and try to look for groups of customers who might be really, really interested in purchasing a product from you. So when you do that, then you can directly communicate to those audiences. Then you have to forget about those audiences who might not be interested in your product. So come up with a value proposition for those customers who would be interested in you. Try to reach out to them specifically rather than reaching out to the entire population who might be interested in you and whom you may think should be interested in your offering. So directly communicate to the people whom you're providing those benefits and who might be interested in your product and come up with a great value proposition for them. Try to communicate the benefits that you're offering to the customers through your positioning statements. So as an example, I can tell you when we talk of Walmart. So Walmart is quite distinct from Target and Target is quite distinct from Gap, right? Save money, live better. It's a very short, profound statement, but it communicates a lot to the consumers. Similarly, ride-sharing services like Uber and Lyft, they compete in the same industry, but they have completely different positions. Similarly, Subaru and people who are buying cars, there are going to be people who you might believe everybody needs a car. And if I'm manufacturing, for example, a car, then I might think, well, everybody in my country should buy one car from me because it's an excellent car. It has great performance features. But the people who are seeking to buy a car to go from point A to point B may not buy a car where people are seeking different benefits. There might be a group of people who just want to buy a car to impress their friends. And there are a group of people who just want to use it as a means of transport. So you might not be able to provide the benefits that one group is asking or seeking and the other group is seeking, right? So there is quite a distinction between those two groups. So identify those distinctions and try to communicate directly to those groups of customers who might be interested in buying from you. I hope that answers the question, or I might just elaborate further as well.
Sanaya, did that answer your question? Not sure if you're still in the comments. We're gonna hope that it answered her question. We do have one more that is from Rami Alstrom. And the question is, does one need a business license from the city, county, and state, or just the local one where the business will be? Now, Rami's business will be online with a few pop-up events at markets and such. So I'm guessing he's talking about here in Augusta and in the state of Georgia. Can you hear me, Dr. Mathur?
Oh, no, I missed a lot of it in between. I thought you were going to repeat it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I will repeat it right now. This is a question from Rami Alstrom. Does one need a business license from the city, county, and state, or just the local one where the business will be? My business will be online with a few pop-up events at markets and such.
Yeah, every state and county and district works differently. So I'm not really sure at this moment. You might want to check with them, but yeah, having a license is really critical. So you might want to check with your local county office and see which kind of license will work for you.
All righty. Well, that is the last question that we have. I just want to say thank you so much, Dr. Mathur, for being here today. Thank you so much for sharing your knowledge with all of our viewers, and we greatly appreciate you taking the time out to talk with us.
Thank you so much for having me. And there are so many things going on in the current situation, and businesses can come up with a great business plan using online resources. There are several templates, but I would just suggest for them to not lose sight of some key elements that they need to include. They need to, evaluate the current situation and see what are the things that they're doing good and what are the things that they are lacking, and try to address the opportunities in the marketplace. And I wish all the new businesses all the luck.
Thank you so much. We hope that you have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for coming on.
So much.
All right, well, that is the end of our show. Thank you so much, everybody, for taking the time to watch Startup Sharp today. We will be back next Monday on July the 27th at 5:30 p.m. right here on the Augusta Library Facebook, Augusta Library YouTube channel, and the Augusta Library Twitter. And we're also going to add a survey on our Facebook page, and I'll also be sharing that to YouTube and Twitter. If you click on the survey link, you can answer a few questions about today's webinar, and we appreciate all of you coming out and listening. We started the show because of the pandemic and because we know that a lot of you are at home right now and your lives are changing, so you're needing to start something different for income. We really hope that this show is informative, and we really hope that it helps you on your journey to starting your new business. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you all have a wonderful evening.